various IRDAI rules governing three documents, the CIS, EIA, and the proposal document. And they all have certain things in common, right? They require verifiable consent. They require certain mandatory details to be filled in. And for the CIS and proposal, they also need to be in vernacular. So what exactly is the issue with the status? And for the proposal, the third document, the IRDAI requires a verifiable consent with clear evidence, right? So first things first, the first thing you need is, of course, for all three documents is you need mandatory details filled in, right? And it's this leg of the process where blank form signing often happens in the traditional insurance process, right? If you want to, and at a central level, it's very hard to fix this because any rogue agent can do it, right? So with eSign and with a digital paperwork flow, you can actually fix this at a systemic level with an automated fill system, right? Like the one we're showing you on screen, right? Where data from your PAS directly flows into the document and the document is then fully generated as an unalterable PDF. So that's a mandatory detail requirement filled, done systemically to prevent things like blank form signing. The next is an authentication. All documents require some form of authentication. What happens more often than not for these three documents is insurers often do a simple OTP authentication. At best, sometimes it's just a checkbox, right? Without an OTP as well. So this process will not work. One, because it's not a signature, right? So for the proposal and the CIS, sorry, the EIA and the CIS, you need a signature, right? IRDAI prescribed signature. And remember what we told you earlier, that where a regulation specifies signature, you can't do an OTP or click wrap. You need an IT Act e-sign, like an Aadhaar e-sign, if you want to do it digitally. For the proposal, of course, this would be valid. It's an authentication after all. But you need an authenticated electronic method with clear evidence. And you need to also be able to ensure that actual authentication is done by the policy holder, that the agent just didn't do it on their behalf. So that is like whether you use an e-sign or whether you use an e-authentication for a proposal, you need that entire flow to have a fully visible, trackable, secure, Evidence Act compliant audit trail, right? Whatever mode you use. With a simple OTP or a simple checkbox, that doesn't happen. So with e-sign process or with a document workflow process, you can actually ensure compliance, make it more secure without actually affecting your operations too much.